Well, it's just the two of us this time, David. And the reason for that, it is the special award from Magneto magazine. So for those who don't know, David and I, as well as producing the Concours Virtual, we also produce Magneto magazine. And this is our opportunity for a shameless plug for the magazine that we launched about 18 months ago. And we're now into our we're working on our 8th issue now. So this is the latest issue. No, this is the latest issue, which is a special on Lotus. And if you'd like to buy a copy, you can subscribe on our website, magnetomagazine.com. So that was the shameless plug. We're here really to talk about Magneto and the special award. For those that know David and I, they will know that I'm the guy who drives spreadsheets and works on the commercial side. And David has all the fun driving the cars. He's the one that everybody really wants to talk to. And he's the front man for the magazine. So really, it's only fair for David to make this difficult decision. And it actually means that of the 245 cars, I don't get to upset 244 of the owners. So David, take us through some of the cars that you were considering, and then tell us which of all of them is the car that you'd most like to feature in Magneto.
Okay, as you say, it's a bit of a task, actually. It's 245 cars. It's not a bad task, it's a great task. But yeah, we kept going back and forwards over the cars. I absolutely love the Countach because it's such an early car. It's the first proper LP400. But we didn't go with that. We looked at some of the more traditional Concours cars. There's the lovely Delage, the 8120, the Talbot Largo. Honestly, we could have gone on forever, but really, I took a step back and I thought about what I absolutely love and the cars that I've kind of admired and lusted after for years. And then you start to get to the 917s. And now the Porsche 917s have had quite a good run in this. There's 3 of them in the Concours. There's the 917K, which is the one that won 1970 Le Mans. There's the 917 Longtail, the LH, the hippie car, which was also in 1970 Le Mans. But you've got the 1973 91730. Now that was built for the Can-Am series rather than Le Mans. So it's a Spider, open top, and it's a phenomenal machine. It's still one of the most powerful racing cars ever built. And they reckon that in race trim, it would be getting, with the turbo fully boosted, it would be getting 1500 bhp. This is 1973. And if you think back to 1969, when the 917 first turned up at Le Mans and the various other races, and it was all over the place, they were struggling with aerodynamics. 1970, they'd kind of got on top of it. 1971, things were much better. And then they were moving into these Can-Am cars for 72 and 73. The 72 car was pretty quick. The 73 was just another world altogether. And that is the 91730 that we're looking at. It was exclusively for Team Penske. It was driven by Mark Donoghue, who is a little bit of a legend. You'll see the car with the famous Sunoco livery. Now, I've written down some of the performance figures just in case I forgot. But actually, without looking, I'm going to say 0 to 60 was 1.9 seconds, which is just bonkers. I will have to check the rest. 0 to 100, 3.9 seconds. 0 to 200, 10.9 seconds. So that probably gives you an idea of how mad this was. 5.4 litre, flat 12, air-cooled still, twin turbo, Bosch fuel injection, and they called it the, what did they call it? The Turbo Panzer. And it just trounced everything. It won so many races in the 73 season. So that is the car that we'd most like to feature. Luckily, it's owned by Rob Kaufman, who also owns the 1966 GT40, the Le Mans winning GT40 in the Concours. So I reckon I might have to start grovelling to Rob fairly soon. But congratulations to Rob for having the most fantastic car. We saw it at Amelia Island earlier in the year, just ahead of lockdown. And I couldn't think of a better car for this Magneto Award. So thank you very much for entering it, Rob, and congratulations. Back to you, Jeff.
Well, I think the only thing to say is, Rob, can we have the car in the magazine, please? There we go. Another shameless plug. Yeah, you're right. It's a great car. There are so many cars, and Magneto stretches across all different genres of car, all eras as well. And but that would be a very special car to feature, wouldn't it?
Really would. Yeah, we're looking forward to this one.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, David, for your deliberations, and we look forward to the rest of the afternoon. Goodbye.